and you're watching NDTV Prime. Our creative pick this week, KFC's Feed Your Fire. Have a quick look with some reactions before we speak to the marketing head.
I was not supposed to sit on the bench. I was meant to be on the court. My class में सबसे लंबा था. Basketball captain तो मुझे ही बनना था. But you know how people miss their dreams by an inch? मैं तो 1 फुट से रह गया.
Who doesn't like stories of triumph, of weakness over perceived strength? So, I mean, it's a story of absolute grit and victory. So, I mean, the story is beautiful. Love the way it's been executed.
It's a good ad. Normally, anybody who tells a story is always a better platform. It's something very optimistic. So, it's a good commercial, it's a good message.
If I can't beat them in the air, I will beat them on the floor.
KFC, a fast food brand, telling this story. Yeah, I understand they're trying to make this connection between spice and, you know, the fire. But then you're showing a sport, and then you're talking about probably one of the most unhealthy foods ever. I found a little bit of a mismatch.
I wish there's something much more in KFC involved in the commercial. I can remove this product and put any other product, maybe it'll work.
The ad works for the brand, and if you ask me, I don't think so.
When Johnny Walker commercial they launch, who's saying keep walking, why are you saying keep walking, they explain. So if you launch a big campaign, I definitely say you have to have explain the why you saying feed your fire. I think a good part of it is they're not pushing too much in the brand.
You gotta bring it home. ऊंचाइयों को छूने के लिए लंबा होना जरूरी नहीं है. Feed your fire.
Introducing the new KFC Flaming Crunch.
And joining us now on the All About Ads Prime Hangout and to give us details on the strategy behind the campaign, Dhruv Kaul, Chief Marketing Officer, KFC India at Yum Brands. Thanks, Dhruv, for joining us.
Great to be here.
I'm guessing there was some sort of research that led to the phrase Feed Your Fire. What insight did that research reveal, and how much does Feed Your Fire have to do with the Indian palate for spicy food?
So what we realized through conversation with consumers was that consumers are now not only looking to eat out. Food is not just fuel, it's an experience. And therefore, you know, they're looking to, you know, understand more about where the food is from. And we took this sort of insight to spices, the experience of heat. So, you know, where is the chili from, what's the background on it, what's the provenance on it, how is it cooked, etc. The one that came together as a great combination was this ghost chili. And from that was really born the product idea of Flaming Crunch. Indian consumers, you know, they're youthful, they're aspirational, and therefore, you know, this aspect of this fire in their belly to do more, to do better, is really what we picked on.
So let's talk about the creative itself. Let's talk about praise and criticism. Praise is that it's a great ad, well executed, it does stand apart in the clutter. The criticism, on the other hand, is that KFC is trying to go the Bonvita way, only it's a fast food chain, and that the ad itself is far too long. Your quick response on that? It's
an ad that's based on insight which rings true, and we've got a lot of positive feedback from consumers, from social media. You know, I wouldn't really comment on the length of a commercial. We didn't go around to make you know, a commercial with a particular sort of duration. It was a story, and sometimes, you know, stories take time. A large proportion of people actually watching the full ad.
Well, we've always believed, at least on the show, that content is leading the way, at least in the new ads that we see. Since the ad is, I'm guessing, largely targeting the youth, how are you extending Feed Your Fire on digital?
When you say content is really critical, because it goes back to the point I was making earlier about storytelling. Our philosophy is not to just have an advertising spot, but to have a story. Now, there are many ways to tell a story, and traditional advertising and television is certainly one of them, but the digital medium is a way to really tell a story in a way that we haven't been able to do before, and therefore there's huge thrust on social and digital. So while we have this playing out on YouTube and other channels where you can actually see a longer version of the ad, interact, comment, etc. What we're also doing is we're activating this idea on Twitter. So we have hashtag Feed Your Fire, where you can hashtag how you are feeding your fire, and that's something that you can participate in this, share your experiences. In fact, we are trending on Twitter. That's how we're really using traditional advertising, the social play, but also activating it socially.
Before we let you go, Dhruv, what can we expect from the brand itself in 2015?
I think innovation is the key, and I think you'll see a lot of innovation coming from the brand. This example of when innovation collides with insight to create great communication or great creative, that's really the ambition, and I hope that we're able to deliver that consistently through 2015.
Innovation and insight going together. Dhruv Kaul from KFC, thank you very much for joining us on the All About Ads Prime Hangout.
My pleasure, thanks.
And coming up, international ads, and this week we're showing you Super Bowl ads. So join us after the short break.